Sammy, when you graduate from Ghana school, they allow you to partake in the license exam. Talking about the cost of living and schooling in Ghana, what can you say about that? Is it really very high or affordable? What can you say about nightlife in Ghana? Is there nightlife in Ghana? What can you say about security? Their security is tight.
Okay, so I think
I have been welcome back again to another video. Your favorite nurse here. On my channel, we have a special guest. I'll just allow him to introduce himself to my viewers. So, can you please introduce yourself to my viewers?
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Samuel Bami, and I'm from Edo State. I'm in Nigeria, of course. So thank you so much for this opportunity. At least I get to speak with your audience. That's a good thing for me.
Do not tell us you're a nurse. He's a nurse. Nurse Bami, welcome to Nurse Ruth Look. If you are new to my channel, my name is Ruth. I schooled in the Philippines. I did my PSN and master's degree in the Philippines. Currently, your girl is living her life as a nurse. My OGs, thanks so much for always tuning in to watch my videos. Like I always say, I do not take you guys for granted. So today on my channel, like I said, we have a guest. Without wasting much of your time, let's dive right into the interview. Are you ready?
Yes.
Mr. Bami, you are a nurse. Can you please tell my viewers where you studied?
Okay. Like she already said, I'm a nurse. I studied in Ghana. Yeah, and I'm in Nigeria, but I studied in Ghana.
So why Ghana?
Okay, Ghana happens to be a country that I've always loved, especially looking at the fact that it shares a lot of things in common with Nigeria. And I have a friend that made it possible for me to study there. And that's basically where I really got the opportunity to study the course of my choice. And that's why I chose that.
Oh, really? So you mean nursing was your choice?
From day one, I always wanted to be a nurse.
Nursing is known to be female-dominated profession. So why nursing as a guy? Why not medicine? Why not marine engineering? Anything that has to do with engineering? Why nursing?
Yeah, so that's a good question. Me, I like doing something different. Mostly, I don't like following crowd and doing whatever maybe others are doing. Now, the caring part has always been a thing for me. It's a passion. I like, always being, I like being in that position whereby I help others, even when they don't have anything to offer. I like I like to see myself at the aid of someone and not really getting anything in return, but just prayers and thanks. So that passion is like this is the driving force.
Your mom, your dad, a nurse, maybe they inspired you into loving the profession.
Yes, perfect. My dad is a medical doctor, but I did not follow his footsteps. I love what he does, but for me, I want to be that very close to the patient. That's the key thing for me. I understand that doctors are also close to the patient, but not as close to the patient as nurses. I want to really hold my patient's hands throughout the stay in the hospital, still recovery. That closeness, that intimacy, that brings about that love, even when they don't know you, but they count you as family. That is the thing for me.
That's good to know. Was there a time you tried going in for medicine? Since your dad is a medical doctor, did you try at all?
Yes, he has always wanted me to be a doctor. He wanted me to follow his footsteps and all that. We all know our African parents, especially Nigerian parents. He's always been pushing me to that line. Oh, now Nigeria will happen to you when you don't write jam like I 4 times, 5 times. Yes, I really tried my best, but then I could not get to medicine per se. I still getting other courses too, but I was still trying to get the course of my choice. I was not getting until I got the opportunity to study in Ghana.
How many times did you try jam? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, I think I wrote jam 5 times.
Wow. I thought I was the only one that jammed really depth within Nigeria before I left for the Philippines. I wrote jam, I cannot remember, but it should be up to 7 times, if not more than that, before I left for the Philippines. So, for my subscribers who are Filipinos and other people from different parts of the world, I tell them about jam. Let me listen.
Yes, that's okay. So jam is like a requirement. We will have wasi, but then we do wasi and we still do jam. It's just an exam to qualify you for the course you want to study.
In addition, jam in Nigeria is just like an entrance exam.
Okay.
You need to take that before you be allowed into any university in Nigeria, maybe federal or state, even private. They also write jam.
Yes, they take jam.
So that's it about jam. Will I say your dream course was medicine or nursing?
For me, it was more of nursing, even though my dad has always wanted to study medicine.
Okay, to take after his footsteps.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Sammy, so you are a nurse today. Is there any regret being a nurse?
Not at all. I don't have no regrets being a nurse. Because sometimes it's just the part that nursing is more dominated with female, and some people see nursing to be more of a female profession, and when they see you as a male, they begin to, because sometimes we have some patients in the world that you being a man, they address you as a doctor, even though you're a nurse. But then, I'm not a doctor, I'm a nurse. I really wish to be called a nurse, not a doctor, because that's my profession. I love it. But then you see that once they see you as a guy, they call you doctor. That's what we see here in facilities.
So you don't have any regrets being a nurse? So if you are asked to take the profession again, will you take it over and over again?
I will do it 10 times over again.
Wow, that's good to know. Anyway, back to where you studied or where you trained, Ghana. What's the lifestyle in Ghana? What's like your lifestyle over there in Ghana?
Pretty much, Ghana is much more similar to what you have here in Nigeria. The people, but they love Nigerians, and I think they're friendly, they're peaceful. You are accommodated, you are welcome. Yeah, of course, there's always a downside to everything, but I think what you'll be seeing here is mostly what you see there. The vibe to our music, of course, is something that you still feel at home. More of our music and more even. So I think basically it's not much of a difference. But yeah, with a few difference. I think I will light them down when she asks maybe more questions. Let's see.
Okay, can you just tell us the difference? Okay. Let's just start with that.
Okay. And one of I think the key difference for me is the food. But I think that's my culture shock I got from the food. We have some few foods I think we share in common, like rice, I think beans. Those are general food I think most African countries you see. But then they have more of their local food that is different, something I've not seen before. So for me, when I go to Ghana at first, I call my mom and be like, "Mom, I don't think I can stay here because I'm not able to get the kind of food I want. I don't think I can stay because of the food." That's the problem for me. Yeah, but with time I adapt to the environment. I love the food. But our food is quite different from theirs.
Oh, they have food there too.
Yes, they have food there too, but then theirs is more light, and ours is hard. And there are so many ways like we call it light soup, of course. As the name implies, but here we have the that's more difficult.
Oh, this challenge you faced, which you classified as a culture shock to you,
Yes.
I think it's similar to, like, if you are a foreigner in a country, you are new to that country, I think adapting to their food is always a big deal. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's a big challenge because even schooling in Philippines, I also face the same thing. And a lot of foreigners in the Philippines, when you ask them, they will always have something to say about the food. So I never knew that within Africa, like Africa as a continent, I didn't know that they also face challenge with their food.
Yeah.
But I think yours is also a bit better or fair. Since you have fufu in Nigeria, you have fufu in Ghana.
Right.
But in the Philippines, we don't have anything fufu. Everything, we do more of rice in the Philippines. But with time, you fall in love with our food. So with time, did you fall in love with their food?
Yes. But there are some of their food that I tried countless times. It did not just work out. But a few of their food, I think, I love it.
So, which is your favorite Ghanaian food?
For me, I love swallow person. Yeah, here I can eat swallow for let's say continuously for a week. So their food worked for me. I love their food. And watching. Yeah, watching has to do with rice and beans. So they have their way of cooking it. But there are some few things they add to it. Yes, but basically it's just rice and beans they prepare in their own way. Yeah, I love that too.
I used to watch some movies or some YouTubers rather. I hear them talk about this watching some. It's something I would love to try when I visit Ghana.
Yeah,
but I hear a lot about the watching.
That jollof rice is different, of course, and yeah.
Let's talk about jollof rice. You know, this has been a big I don't know how to say it, but Nigerian jollof and Ghanaian jollof rice, there is always this confusion that Nigeria jollof is better, Ghana jollof is better. So for you, I don't want you to be biased in this. Like, in all sincerity, is it Nigeria jollof or Ghana jollof?
I will. I wish you would hear this from me actually.
But just say it.
Yeah, but what do you expect from me? Of course, I think Nigeria, of course. Nigeria, what do you expect? Nigeria is always, yeah, of course. Nigeria.
So Nigeria jollof. Thank you so much.
One more difference I can say is about language. Here in Nigeria, it's easy for you as a foreigner to work with people here because it's like literally everyone understands English, even though not correct English, even if it's broken English, you can interact everybody in the streets, be it maybe a taxi man or a car man, whatever. But then there it's different. And they have this thing that they want you to speak their language. They'll be like, you don't understand treat. I'm like, why should I? Like, they really, some of them will want to go ahead to just speak their dialects to you even when they know you don't understand. Now, not all part of Ghana, like the northern part of Ghana, yeah, but basically, Tree is one of the most spoken languages.
What?
The language they speak. The way you speak English here. Everyone understands Tree.
Guys, sorry about the noise. We are in an open field, open place. So please ignore any noise from the background. What did you say the language?
Tree. They call it Tree. I just pray I'm pronouncing it well. They call it Tree. So that's what you see. So basically, when you go to market or you want to buy something and all of that, it's difficult for you to communicate with them because you don't know how to speak this language. And you always have this instance whereby they speak the language to you and you'll be like, no, I don't understand your language. I don't, that's a problem. But here you don't have that issue. Even if we know we are more diverse here in Nigeria, we have more languages than you can think of Ghana. You see maybe Yoruba, people coming together, but then that English will be the generally spoken language. But that's not something you see in Ghana. They have their dialects they always speak.
So Sami, so the major challenge was food and language. And for foreigners also in the Philippines, a lot of persons also face this similar challenge, which is food, language, sometimes the lifestyle, trying to adapt to it. Of course, as a foreigner in a new place, you have to adapt to some things. I'm happy I'm hearing this from another person that trained in another country, and from what I can see here is also similar challenge to us that's good in the Philippines as well. So back to nursing, what would you say about nursing in Ghana?
Okay, nursing in Ghana is interesting, and you get mostly the same thing you be getting here. It's just that for me, I want to be, I think, looking at how strict they are with nursing, they are really very strict, but not as much as what I see here in Nigeria. So nursing is interesting, it's colorful, and it is beautiful. Nursing is beautiful. Yes, in Ghana, I enjoyed my stay over there. But I just feel I know that strict as much as that's the thing.
Oh, yeah, strict.
They are strict, but not as much as what I'm saying here. They're not dramatic. Let me use that word. Yeah. That's what I want.
Nursing in Ghana is how many years?
Yeah, nursing in Ghana is 4 years. 4 years.
Same thing with the Philippines.
Yeah, so, but then,
This day, where are you crying from? Why you want to guys?
sorry about that, guys.
Sorry about that. So nursing in Ghana is 4 years.
Yes, 4 years. So for the indigents, after the 4 years, they will have to do national service, like which is our own, of course, NYSC, and that's it. And then for us foreigners, if you want to do the national service, you will not be paid. That's the only downside to it. So that's basically the challenge we face in Ghana as foreigners. As foreigners, you know how it is here. When you graduate, you're given a temporary pay, and after your internship, you'll be given a permanent pay to practice as a nurse. Same thing goes with Ghana. You will not get your permanent pay until you've done that 1 year national service. But then for foreigners, you will not be paid during this 1 year. And it's not easy to live life without being paid for 1 year working in the hospital.
Oh, let me get something, Sammy. When you graduate from Ghana school, they allow you to partake in the license exam?
Yes.
Are you for real?
Yes, we wrote their license.
So you have Ghanaian license?
I don't have the Ghana license because I did not proceed to do the national service. Now, if you write the license, without you doing the national service, it's just useless. The same way, let's say you finish writing your license here and you do not do internship, of course you will not get a permanent license. The same thing goes with Ghana. Though I spent 1 year after I graduated, I spent 5 years in Ghana. I wrote the license, but I did not proceed to do the national service. My reason is because it's going to be free for me. I'm not going to be paid. So I just thought I will just come home, get my license, and get paid. Why stay in the country? And the life standard there is talking about money spending, finance, and all of that. Transporting yourself back and forth to the hospital every day without payment wouldn't be easy. So I decided not to.
You know why I'm marveled about all this? In the Philippines, we train since 4 years, but at the end of it, we are not even allowed to partake in the license exam.
Okay.
So we don't even have the opportunity, like you have opportunity, but you turn down. Some of you will turn it down, reason being that you'll be doing voluntary work.
Exactly. That's
voluntary work without payment. And if, for example, you accept to do, at the end of it, you get a license.
Yes. I have colleagues in Ghana currently, and they are Nigerians, that did the 1 year internship. So that's national service for free, and they're going to get their license at the end of their national service. But then the requirement for that national service is your Ghana card. So as non-indigenous, you don't have that Ghana card, so you're going to do it for free. So if you accept to go through that, you go through the registration, of course, and you do it for free. You get a license, you get a Ghana license. But if you don't want to, you can still opt out.
Oh, I think for those Nigerians that school in Ghana, I think people have, in terms of license, you have more advantage, because there is even that choice for you to make.
Yes.
It's either you do this, but you are going to do it voluntarily, or you forget about it. So for us that school in the Philippines, which is one of the challenges we actually face in the Philippines as foreign trained nurses there, I already uploaded a video explaining about the challenge we face trying to get license, like the RC to allow us to take the license exam. Which up till now they are yet to oblige us that to grant that request. That privilege, For us, there is nothing like that. There is no opportunity, okay, do this, you get temporary license or you get a PIN. Apart from the certificate, and that I know as a nurse, you are not a nurse without a license.
You're not relevant.
Well, for those that school in Ghana like you have options to choose from. Is either you do this, it's voluntary. I know in the Philippines, they allow us to even partake of that exam. I know a lot of us will be glad to do that. I know even that voluntary work, I know some persons we opt for that option. Like some Nigerians are schooled there, we take that option. I've also heard some other persons that are schooled in Cameroon, like Nigerians, they school in a lot of places. Those people also told me that they are given the room of taking the license exam, like to partake in the license exam, nursing council exam of that country. That's Cameroon, Ghana, the same thing. I don't know why Philippines is different. And this is a country we love so much. This is a country where we trained for 4 years, but there is nothing to back up as certificate. I think this matter, PRC, they should look into this matter critically. They should come to the aid of foreign trained nurses in the Philippines. But right now, medical doctors are allowed to take it, but nurses are not allowed to take that. I don't know what to say, but I know they can do something about it. Back to what we are saying, talking about the cost of living and schooling in Ghana, what can you say about that? Is it really very high or affordable?
Coming from Nigeria here, for me, I say the life standard there is high.
Oh.
Yes, and then in fact, you want to compare most things. In fact, buying foodstuffs, transportation, and basic needs generally, you see these things more expensive in Ghana than Nigeria. So lifestyle in general is at the higher side over there, including house rent. But then other places, maybe rural areas and all of that, might be different. But where I studied, the houses around expensive, especially if you don't want to stay in campus hostel. In fact, campus hostel in itself is expensive. But then you have this opportunity to either go for one in a room, that's in campus hostel, or two in a room, three in a room, four in a room maximum, depending on the capacity in your pocket. So if you have the funds, you can take one in a room, but then you pay the amount that 4 people will pay, so you have the room to yourself. Now there are houses around the school that you can take self-contained alone. The facilities are okay. You get a good place to stay. But then the cost is the problem. It's on the high side and it keeps increasing. And this whole thing about dollar and keeps affecting everything, and it's just rocketing most times. So exchange rates will not be helping. Sometimes it might favor us, but then what we've seen in the last 2 years, it has always been bad. But when I entered Ghana at first, the exchange rate was very good at that time. I think we're living good at that time. But currently, it's going to let me down.
So what affects people here in Nigeria in terms of dollar, naira? It also affects you guys in Ghana.
Very well. Like the last time, I think, okay, I have a younger brother who is still studying in Ghana. Okay, he's studying the same lesson. Now he's level 300, I'm going to 400 level. They are now paying times 2 of what they pay as school fees, all because of the exchange rate difference. Yes. So let's say initially they have to pay $1 million, for instance. Because of exchange rate, they're paying $2 million. Because when they have to convert the money, yes, they pay 2 million. That's how much it can really affect. I think it affects them more because they are always paying. They're paying in dollars, of course. You pay school fees in dollars. It's, at first, you pay in cedis, but then right now you're all paying dollars. So when dollar is on the high side, you know that you're going to pay more. So sorry, and that's why most of us would not want to stay to do our 1 year internship for free. So yes, we would rather want to come home, spend 6 months, do your adaptation courses and get your license here and get paid than staying the whole 1 year without payment. It's not going to be easy for you.
Oh, now I get it. In terms of the lifestyle, what you talked about, I think lifestyle in the Philippines is quite affordable. And the Philippines, you have chance of like choice. You have to make, like, you have to decide for yourself what you want. If you want to live in the city, of course, lifestyle there is more expensive. The houses there are more expensive. The condos, yeah, is expensive there. But if you move down to the province, it's a bit more affordable compared to if you are living in the city. Also, the schools in the cities, of course, it's more expensive. They are more expensive compared to what you have in the provinces. Then, in terms of tuition, you pay in pesos, the Philippines currency.
Okay.
And Philippines currency is very, very stable. Like, their economy is more stable compared to Nigeria. I tell people that anything you pay you are going through in Nigeria in terms of dollar, in terms of the economic system, everything, inflation in Nigeria, the way it's affecting people here in Nigeria, that's how it affects us in the Philippines. Before now, if you are sent a 100,000 naira in the Philippines, from Nigeria to the Philippines, we have up to 14,000 pesos, you know. But now, 100,000 naira is not even enough to cover for your rent. 100,000 naira is about 4,000 or 3,000 plus pesos. It's not even up to 10,000 pesos. Philippines currency is 25 or about 23, 24, 25. Points higher than 190. So what I paid as a student in the Philippines during my undergrad, what I paid, if they want to just do it the same way what you said, if someone is going into nursing now in the Philippines and you want to pay the exact amount I paid for one semester, it will run in millions because of the economic system, everything that is happening right now in Nigeria with dollar, with the naira and everything. And your own, I think Ghana is say yes.
Yes.
In the sense that you pay in dollar.
Yes.
And dollar now in Nigeria is very, very high. 8,500 for $1.
Yes.
You can imagine.
Even the food, the same amount, let's say you can get to eat here with 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira, I think you get good food to eat here in Nigeria. 2,500, you get good food to eat. But when you're looking at basically to eat more, you can't get that kind of amount of weight. You want to buy things outside. You're looking at 5K. You're looking at, yes, 7K, 5K. That's why you want to eat good food out.
So feeding in Ghana is expensive.
Yes, it's expensive in Ghana.
Wow. Why in the Philippines, anything that has to do with food is very cheap in the Philippines. With 100 pesos, it's 100 pesos, you can get some things. And food, I repeat, is the cheapest you can think of in the Philippines. Even clothing, like all these wears, it's very cheap in the Philippines. There are some wears, let me mention this. There are some wears you see celebrities wearing in Nigeria, like celebrities are wearing them. In the Philippines, it's very cheap. If you want to order online, some of those things those celebrities wear and you think they are wearing something expensive, it's very cheap in the Philippines. Online shopping, everything, those things are cheap compared to Nigeria and Ghana we talked about. Okay, apart from what you said about the food and language, is there anything that could shock you in the Philippines in terms of their culture, their way of life? Is there any other thing you can talk about that's something that surprised you being a foreigner in Ghana? Did I say Philippines or Ghana?
No, it's okay. You all understand what you're trying to say.
Don't mind me, every time Philippines. I mean Ghana, not Philippines.
Yeah. So for me, it's not a culture shock, but it's something different. I think I see, and it has to do with funeral. That they really love funeral that much. They value it so much. That every Friday they do funeral and all of that. So they like wearing of course they wear black, the funeral or red. It's something they take. It's so important to them that it's something you see happening every now and then. And they have this tradition, I think, but I don't really want to go deep into it, but that's something I want to look into. How Ghana do their funerals and all of that. Yeah. Sometimes it will be interesting, but it's a thing to look into.
That's good to know. Thanks for sharing. Let me ask you this quick one. What can you say about nightlife in Ghana? Is there nightlife in Ghana?
Very, very well. Very, very well. It's something on campus to have always happening. And aside that, we have clubs around that you can truly have fun. You can truly have fun. Yes, it's something that is common.
So, in terms of this nightlife, what can you say about security in Ghana? Their security, is it tight?
Okay, so I think that's a very good question. I mean, that's a big part of Ghana we have to talk about. Ghana, depending on the place I stay, but Ghana in general is very peaceful. Trust me, coming from Nigeria, Ghana is peaceful. And I think, yes, they are peaceful people. Though we have violence, of course, everywhere. But looking at statistically, looking at the ratios, it's quite, it's quite good. One say Ghana is peaceful. You can literally go out at night with your mind being at rest, knowing full and not full.
Really?
I'm telling you, it's peaceful. It's very, very peaceful. It's very why I study in Ghana. Like, for generally Ghana is peaceful.
Wow.
It's coming from someone that, I'm from a good state, from the University, and you know what that means. So looking at Ghana, Basel,
Wow, that's good to know. It's just like the Philippines. Philippines is very, very peaceful and accommodating.
yes.
The side where I stay, I've never for once heard of anything like robbery at night or people burning into someone's house or boarding into someone's house. I mean, the area where I stay. And we rarely heard about all these things. You know, if you are from our own part of the world,
Yes.
nothing.
Yes, of course. So, yeah.
It's nothing. I don't want to
All
mention.
those things.
Oh my God, you know.
You hardly hear of anything like that.
Even in the Philippines, you rarely hear of something like that. Or maybe you are traveling from the province where I stay, you want to go to somewhere like Manila. You ride like
Yeah.
big bus that has Wi-Fi and it's so peaceful.
Very
There is
accommodating.
nothing like bandits.
Yes, you just said something that I want to deliberate on. The part that Nigerians are hustlers, they are always on the rush, they're always, but I think even their transport system, for me, I think it's okay.
In Ghana.
Yes, as you
Also
said,
in
they have these
Philippines.
bigger buses, luxurious buses
Yeah.
that they use in traveling, and it's very comfortable. Their taxis, you don't see them putting two people in front. That's what you see in Nigeria here. We squeeze ourselves inside.
Like sardine.
Yes, in the back, we take 4 people. It can't happen there. You will not see that. 1 in front, 3 in back, and you're comfortable. Very comfortable. Even though you pay more, that's why the standard is higher. Of course, transportation is even higher. You cannot pay. Where are you going? You pay. You're going just in a very close proximity, and you're paying something like, let's say, 2,000, 1,500, 3,000. No, you don't see that in Nigeria here. Yes, because even Okada bikes makes it easier for us. But there you pay, but then you'll be very comfortable.
In the Philippines, their transportation system is very, very good and it's also very affordable. As a student in the Philippines, you have your 10% discount.
Okay.
So it's just for you to show your ID card. Just show it to them and they will give you your discount. Transportation, food, these things are very cheap in the
It's not something you
Philippines.
see in Ghana.
Oh, Ghana is expensive.
Yeah. you
But at
have this
least you will
discount.
see the benefit of what you are paying for. You'll be comfortable.
That's one good thing about it. Yeah.
And there is security as
The
well.
security.
Just like the Philippines. Philippines is affordable, it is affordable, the transportation system is good, it's affordable, you have your discounts as a student, and also food is the cheapest thing you can think about in the Philippines. With 100 peso, you can go into any of these eateries, be it Jollibee, McDonald's, or any of these their eateries. You eat to your satisfaction, rice and chicken. How much does it cost? You are done. If you want to eat like a king, 200 and something, 300 and something pesos, you are done. You are out.
What you're calling, you won't get anything less than 10K, 5K. You can't get anything less than even 7K, 10K, 15K.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you're at 15,000 naira, 10,000 naira, that's what you get.
Wow, that's good. At least everything that has advantage has disadvantage. Weigh the option. For some people that will always ask us, why did you come to Philippines? Why do you school abroad? Why do you think Nigerians go abroad for study? Let's answer them because a lot of times people ask us these questions.
Now, first of all, we want to say because we want to explore, we want to see different culture, we want to travel, we want to see different things, we want to change environment. But truth be told, we want to look at it deeply. You know that most Nigerians travel and all the opportunities. We know the population here in Nigeria and all of that. For me, like I said, I tried getting my course of study, like my dream course, which I was, and Ghana gave me the opportunity. And so sometimes when we look deeply into it, opportunities that we don't get here, sometimes we go for it. Whichever country we get an opportunity for. So aside the fact that we want to do all the traveling, we want to explore all of that, it still goes down to the fact that we get most of these opportunities out there and we want to try.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sammy, for your time, and I hope you guys can hear him because he's so soft-spoken, and I'll be trying to like speak, and I hope they can hear you.
I just hope so too.
You know, Nigerians, we travel abroad. We travel for different reasons, you know. Like going to the Philippines, some persons will ask, why are you here? Why do you like the Philippines? Why did you come to the Philippines? Like he rightly said, Ghana, for example, gave him his own train course to study. The same way Philippines gave it to me on a platter of food without stress. And without bribing, I did not even need to know the vice chancellor or the owner of the school or to know one politician so I can get connection to go into school like it is done back home in our great country. Philippines, once you have the right, just choose your school, any school you want to, the school you want to go into, then your choice of course that you want to study, have the money of course for your tuition and every other thing you need to settle. You can go anywhere you want to go. You can choose any city where you want to go, any school. You don't need to know nobody for you to get admission into any of those universities in the Philippines. That's how good it is. And from what you said, that's also how it is in Ghana. In the Philippines, if you want to study medicine, it's just for you to take the NMATS, which is their entrance exam, and you need to have your first degree also. That's one thing in the Philippines. For you to go into their medicine is a very, very serious course. You need to have your first degree. So is that the same way it is done in Ghana? Do you need first degree before going into medicine?
Yeah, you can apply. They have all these provisions for those that have their first degrees and they want to top up. Yeah, you can go for top up and it's possible. Let's say you study something like biology.
Microbiology?
Yes, any of those courses you can of course get to, do some certain years and you graduate. So you must start from a 100. I say next if I want to maybe further to be a doctor, I will not start from a 100.
Oh really?
Yes.
In the Philippines, you start from you have to go through all the processes and you start from first year.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's how it's done. Medicine in the Philippines is 4 years, but then you need to have the first degree.
Okay, in Ghana it's 6 years. It's
6 years.
It's somehow the same.
Is it MBBS?
Yes.
Oh, in Philippines it is MD. Doctor of Medicine. So they follow the standard of the US.
Okay.
That's how it's done.
I think basically, I can be corrected on that, but it's mostly the same with what in Nigeria. You can go into medicine from your level, like in secondary school, like your RC. You have to really have a good result to get that set to this exam. It's challenging, it's competitive, of course, it is. But then if you have what it takes, you get what you want.
Thanks so much, Mr. Sammy. And for the nightlife you talked about in the Philippines, there is nightlife in the Philippines. In the Philippines, even as a lady, I can leave my house as early as 2 a.m. Because sometimes if I'm traveling to Manila, I go to the bus terminal as early as 3.
Okay.
It's very safe being a student there in the Philippines. You can even leave your house early in the morning, go to 7-Eleven, go to any of this. Oh, there is life in the Philippines, like nightlife, and the security is top notch. So thank you so much, Nurse Sammy, for your time. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. God bless you. The last and the final question I have for you. Would you recommend Ghana to your friends, well-wishers, family, Nigerians? Would you recommend Ghana to them?
Okay, so thank you so much. I will recommend Ghana for my friends, families and all of that. Of course I will. And yes, I encourage more Nigerians that maybe they've tried to really get what their course they want and they're not getting it. Well, you should try, explore other countries. Maybe it can just work out for you. Because for me it was not difficult. It was a straightforward process and seriously. For someone who has been trying, it was like unbelievable for me because this is something I've been battling. I mean, 7 years out of secondary school, I'm still battling to get admission into school. That's really not good. But then I got it within a short period of time. So you might want to try other options. Maybe it might just work for you. So I recommend Ghana first for my friends and family. So,
Thank you so much. And I will also recommend the Philippines anytime, any day. But make sure you have a sponsor.
Yeah.
In Ghana, are you allowed to work as a student, foreign student? Are you allowed to work in Ghana?
okay, as in the constitution, you're not, but then they don't frown upon that. We have a lot of Nigerians working. Most of us even have business they do even in their room. Some of them will sell stuffs in their room. I have a good friend of mine who brings things from Nigeria and then brings them to Ghana to sell because of course you get profit from them because things are more expensive over there. So we even bring phones and all of that to sell. Though it's not really legally in paper that students are allowed to work during your studies. Yes, but nobody cares. That's the truth. So most of my colleagues, most of Nigerians I see. For me, I was actually doing a delivery business. I have a motorbike that I use for delivery. So if your prepaid gets finished, so the school is a little bit in the bush, not close to town. So I use the bike I was using to get you lights, and of course I'll come with a receipt and deliver and you pay me. That's what I do. And I feel gas too. Your gas cylinder gets finished, I pick it up for when you pay me, I go fill it up for them. So that's how I used to support myself because it's actually not easy to study, especially people like us that don't really come from simple as home, like that's it. So, but then it's nothing to write home about. You just support yourself.
Yeah, to support yourself. That's for your upkeep.
Yes, exactly.
Not that you save and save for tuition that you need to pay in the next 4 to 3 months or 5 months.
You can do that.
That's good to know. In the Philippines, you are not allowed to work as a foreign student. You are under student visa. So even though you want to work in a place like any of those places, you are not allowed to work. They will not even, their own is strict. Philippines is a country I know that are very strict with their laws. Once it has to do with foreigner, they are very strict with it. They abide by their laws. So if you know you want to go to the Philippines, I recommend it anytime, any day. It's still my second home. But then make sure you have a sponsor. Will I say the same for Ghana as well?
Same for Ghana.
And let me ask you these people, would you love to visit the Philippines?
Yes, I would love to. I like traveling. I like
You know Philippines have about 7,000 plus islands.
Are you serious?
It's one of the best places in the world you can think of visiting. They have beautiful islands. Yeah. How many islands do they have in Ghana?
I cannot give you numbers about travel.
But they have beautiful research centers.
Trust me, they
Because I see those things on YouTube. I've not been to Ghana, but I plan in the nearest future.
Yeah.
God willing, I'll be there by the grace of God. Thank you so much, Ms. Sammy, for your time. It's really a pleasure having you here on our channel, Nursery. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on too.
Yeah.
And I'm very sure I will still visit some other day. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
All right. Thank you, guys.
So, lovelies, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for coming. What can you tell my viewers? Tell them to like, comment, subscribe, share this video.
So please, I will want to see engagement in the comment section, and trust me, that will motivate her to do more for you. And I trust her, I know her to an extent, and I'm very sure she'll go any extent just to give you guys exactly what you want. Comment down on what you want to talk about next time. She will actually do what it is. Whatever topic you want her to deal with, put it down there and she will deal with it.
All right. Thanks so much, Sammy. And together we say bye.
Thank you.